It has this cool flip clock. It's called a digital clock even though it's not an LCD screen. And there doesn't appear to be any microchips in here. I think there might be a few transistors in here. But the problem with this is the radio's not working anymore. So what you're going to do is, first thing you're going to check for is loose capacitors, broken solder joints. Now look at this one. You see how it has way more play than this one? The other ones feel pretty stiff. You don't want to press them too hard, just very gently. That one says way too much play. This one feels like it does too. What's really cool about this old radio is look at how the circuit board is done. It looks like all of the traces are just solder. Somehow they made it with solder. It's not made like it is now. I have no idea how old this thing is. And now I'll show you. See right there. Let me move the camera. Okay, about in the center of your screen. See that? There's a broken solder joint. And I bet if I reflow that, the radio will start working again. So let's reflow that and see what happens. I suspected for a while this capacitor was bad, and I actually finally found out it is. Because look, I desoldered one of the legs, but look, it comes right out, and the other leg is still in there. And you can see the bottom is coming apart, and also when I would gently turn it like this, it was spinning, rotating. See, this one doesn't rotate. This is more than likely the reason why the radio is barely working. You can barely hear it with headphones. I'll show you something else. You have to keep note of where to see the neutral that was facing this way, and I also put a little black mark to remind me. You have to connect these in the correct polarity, otherwise they will actually blow up. They'll explode. I have another one here. The main thing you have to worry about with these is you want to make sure the rating is the same. This one is 220 microfarads. You want to make sure that you replace it with another capacitor that's 220 microfarads. The voltage doesn't matter. This one's 10 volts. The new one I have, I don't know how, I guess technology improvements, it's actually smaller, but it's rated at 25 volts. But you see, it's still 200 and, I don't know if it's going to focus, but you can still see it's 220 microfarads. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in. After you cut the legs, you always want to reflow it, just in case. I have the radio put back together, sort of. Just put the cover back on, just in case something happens when I plug it in. Now I'm going to plug it in and see if the radio works. If the radio still doesn't work, then there's probably more capacitors that are bad. But from what I could see, it was just that one. Okay, I have it plugged in. Now I'm going to turn the radio on. You can see the little dials moving. The clock works fine. Oh, that sounded good. Okay, the radio works. Okay, as you can see, the radio's working again. I don't want to leave it on too long because, you know, there's crybabies that will say that their music is copyrighted, and I'm in no way doing anything wrong. I'm just showing you that the radio is fixed, and that's why I'm not going to play the music for too long, but you can see the radio's working, and there you go. That's how you can fix an old electronic radio like this. Most old electronics, if they don't work, it's probably a bad capacitor or 2 or 10. Thanks for watching.